Yep.
I'm Samantha Kalman. I'm an indie game developer in Seattle. I'm making this game, Sentris. It's a musical performance puzzle game. So it's a different kind of music game that allows every player to have a lot of creative freedom and, you know, express themselves in a personal way with music.
Okay. That's to be personal with music, or personal?
Well, it's a musical expression. Like, personal expression comes in all forms, yes. Right? So Sentris is choosing to allow personal expression through music.
Okay. Now, you were nice enough to send me an early access copy some time ago, and I know that you were talking about adding more tutorial parts to it and some other things. And I saw a video you recently put out about the things you've added. You want to talk a little more about that?
Yeah, so I just released the Honeycomb update.
Yes.
The Honeycomb update's a big milestone. It's a major refactor of the game, major overhaul. A lot of elements of the design on the screen, the puzzles have all changed for the better. So with that, I feel like I've hit this point where I've finally starting to understand what the game is after 2 years of searching for what it is. So now I feel like the game is there and like it's got a good shape, and now there just needs to be more of it. Okay. So with the Honeycomb update, like it's got it visualizes pitch using the honeycomb icon. So the different slots in the honeycomb are different tones. Okay. And there's also a new performance mode. So it offers a broad range of gameplay style, from puzzle, which is like very guided, very much like a puzzle style challenge in this new UI, and then remix, which allows the player to think a little bit more about musical creativity, and then performance, which is a direct manipulation of the honeycomb. So you're really playing Sentris like it's a musical instrument.
Okay. What instruments do you play?
I like synthesizer, and I'll play around with drum machine as well. But I don't know. Yeah, I'll just dabble with anything really.
Okay, so what was the initial inspiration for the game?
So I love music games, and I wished that I could make something as cool as Rez when I played it. So I spent some time thinking about what kind of music game would I want to make, and one thing that I wished Rez would do was allow me to have more control over the way it sounds. So I started searching for this shape of a game that trying to solve this problem of how do you make a game where the player can have a huge amount of influence over the music, like direct control over the music, while still making it a challenging game. So with several failed prototypes and ideas and experiments, I feel like I finally landed on this idea that the circle represents the song, and that you're adding sounds to the song one at a time, and that there's nothing else to it. So there's no years and years ago, this game was you'd click on this world and make beings appear, and you were bringing life to this space, and there was this circle thing that was holding your power-ups and stuff like that.
It was more gamey.
Yeah, it was more like a shooter.
Okay.
And thus just iterating on that, Sentris is actually the end result of that starting point. So there came a point when I just completely threw away everything that wasn't involved with just literally making the music. And that came about after I had some more experience playing in a band, and realized hey, making music's really fun and really complex but really rewarding. So what if this circle that I keep imagining in this other game is just the song and nothing else, and you have this game about making a song. So that's what I've been doing.
And I saw that you recently announced that it's going to be coming out for the PS4 as well.
Yeah, just announced the PS4 version. I'm really excited about it. I've played so many music games on PlayStation platforms, starting with Parappa the Rapper and Dance Dance Revolution. It feels, I feel I don't know, a little bit of imposter syndrome. My little music game is going to be on the same platform as all these other music games. Part of that legacy. It really means a lot to me.
looks good, and I look forward to trying the update when I do get back. I guess you released it like last week?
A couple weeks ago, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm now I'm entering, so there was like several months between Alpha 2 and the Honeycomb update.
Okay.
So now that I'm not doing these deep cuts, I'm not doing like core changes to the game anymore. It's just basically adding more content, more levels, more effects and backgrounds, and you know, maybe one more feature that I don't want to commit to in case I don't have time.
Feature creep,
Feature creep is always a thing, but like, you know, it's my first game as an emerging artist, and I feel like my entire reputation depends on this game, and I want it to be as good as possible.
Your background was in Unity, like you helped to like develop Unity.
Yeah, I was QA director for Unity for years. I joined Unity as an early employee, like I was in the first 10 people at Unity, and I was a QA director. I wrote a lot of the documentation. I was running the support for a long time, and I shipped a lot of versions of Unity. So, but that was like on the tools side of the industry, not so much on the creative, you know, the games side. So it was good and bad because I learned really well how to use Unity and a lot about making games without actually getting very much experience shipping games and finishing games. So, you know, this game's really important to me. It's been part of my career as a game developer and a hobbyist for most of my adult life. And so it feels like major closing of a chapter of my life to say that I'm proud of this. I feel like this is a 1.0 of this idea, and it works, and it's gonna help. It's already helping everyone make music. If you just can commit yourself enough to learn to press a button over and over again, and you know, kind of get over some of the fears of like a lack of guidance in the game, then you're gonna have a really rewarding musical experience. And I'm proud of that.
Good. It looks fun. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
I appreciate it. Cheers.